This is Superyacht News, in association with Go Earth Boating, navigating boat buyers to better deals. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to San Remo. Breaking news on the sale of motor yacht Ahpo. Mentioned in the last video that the owner, Patrick DeVici, the Canadian, he was buying motor yacht Breakthrough, and at the time we didn't know if the sale had gone through. We said it's possible. He owns both yachts right now. Breakthrough last advertised at $645 million or euros, sorry, and Ahpo he paid over 300 billion for, so it was potentially had over $1 billion in yachts. Well, in actual fact, that was never the case. From a confidential source, they told us that the sale of Ahpo went through on the 2nd of September, which was before he actually purchased Breakthrough, which makes sense, you know. That's a massive purchase. His value, according to Forbes, as well, is $1 billion. So if he's bought that yacht at 650 million, that's a lot of yacht for somebody who has a value of only $1 billion, right? So anyway, Ahpo, 115 meter or 377 foot in length, built by Lürsen in Germany, delivered in 2021. Seems like it was just delivered, but he purchased that yacht in 2023 and now he's sold it. Now, the confidential source told us that the new owner is a Russian, but with UK citizenship. We're currently unable to put a name to the new owner, but we will get that information soon enough. Almost a 5,000 gross ton yacht. So it's a big yacht, you know. Unfortunately, it also means that motor yacht Breakthrough, which was scheduled to be at the Monaco Yacht Show this year, will no longer be attending because it's been sold, and the whole reason for it being there was to hopefully get a buyer, right? Also, the other thing about Ahpo, when DeVici bought Ahpo, the name was supposedly changed to Lady Georgia, but the name never changed on the boat itself. It's not as far as we ever saw. We saw the boat afterwards in a few different places and still had the name Ahpo on it. It was later changed back to Ahpo. I would expect a name change with the new ownership, right? Now, the vessel is actually in Genoa right now, in the marina, in the shipyard, sorry, in the Amico shipyard. It's moored there in a long-time berth, as you can see from this footage here that was sent in to us by the Easisman Sea Dog Troy at City Centre Yacht. This is recent footage of the yacht in Genoa. So it looks like it's waiting for a slot to go into the marina, into the shipyard, should I say, into Amico shipyard. Anyway, we'll move on. Curious one. In a few episodes ago, we told you about the apparently passing of Ronald Gibbs. He's the chap who misappropriated $24 million plus from a Saudi princess and invested it in a yacht for himself, and in a business also called Silver Arrow Marine, which was supposedly an agreement with Mercedes Formula One team and his yachting company to build yachts. He also bought properties in Montenegro. Now, in 2018, a court ordered that he had to pay all the money back, which he never did. And then recently as last year, he was ordered by a UK court to pay that money. He went in court and said he didn't have any money. And they later found a hidden Cayman Islands bank account, and they seized the account, they seized the yacht. Anyway, we saw an obituary, effectively, of Ronald Gibbs on Instagram last week or 2 weeks ago. We thought it was a bit curious because we'd not heard anything from the UK press, because he got quite a lot of press when this all happened. Anyway, we saw a new obituary from Superyacht Investors website for Ronald Gibbs. And it was curious in what was not written in his obituary. We'll read some of the obituary now. It says, Gibbs was an extremely successful as a lawyer, but also a very talented businessman. The obituary referred to him as a yacht owner, even mentioning the 35-meter Sunseeker yacht. Gibbs has a succession of Sunseekers ranging from 15 to 35 meters and held various yachting qualifications. A former colleague at Linkletters, the company he worked for in London, even said he led his team by way of example. Well, clearly nothing in this obituary mentions the fact that he stole $24 million, which he was found guilty by a court and ordered to pay that money back. Oh, in actual fact, somebody posted, there was one comment on this website and it said, can I just check that we're talking about the same Ronald Gibbs who was found guilty of swindling $25 million from a client? The same chap who bought a yacht with the ill-gotten proceeds, and it goes on and on and on. And they looked back the next day, that comment had been deleted. So they're writing this cleansed obituary of this man. And I'm not saying that a person should only be remembered for the worst thing they did, but they shouldn't also be whitewashing it. You know, if he'd gone into a bank and stolen that money, do you think they'd be writing such a glowing report for this man? I think it's interesting when a wealthy person steals money, or when a white collar worker, upper class person steals money. People just kind of ignore it and talk about the other stuff that he did, which was nice. Furthermore to this story, there's still no concrete evidence that he's actually passed away. We can't find anything to say that he's passed away. We've tried searching for a death certificate, currently can't find it. He's still registered as the owner of Silver Arrows Marine on Companies House website, which is a UK website for all limited companies. Apparently he died on the 30th of August, so it's only quite recently that he passed away, if he did indeed pass away. So it's possible that they just haven't had a chance to update that yet, but we'll keep you updated when we get more information on that story anyway. But one more thing before I go. The motor yacht Loon, you remember motor yacht Loon? You remember the whole story, the real wild and all of that stuff, the crash and the yacht and the court case, everything. Well, the Loon 100,000 subscriber plaque has popped up on YouTube. We saw on Reddit somebody had posted that they'd purchased an abandoned lockup in Florida, and this was inside that lockup. So I would assume that means that it was Paul Clark's lockup that was abandoned there, and the person said that does anybody want to buy it? And then they've actually posted it on eBay, so you can actually buy the Motor Yacht Loon plaque for 100,000 subscribers on eBay right now. Curiously, I noticed on eBay there's lots of people selling these plaques. I don't know why anybody would buy one of those plaques unless they have a YouTube channel. And even if they did have a YouTube channel that had 100,000 subscribers and they lost their plaque, you can get them from YouTube. You could purchase one, I think it's $300. So I don't know why anyone would buy one of these unless they want to pretend that they have a successful YouTube channel, which anyway. All right, guys, it's Friday, so it's time for the Friday Yacht Spot. First one here was sent in by me. Now, I filmed it here in the marina just a couple of days ago. This is Motor Yacht King Benji. Like I said, it's in San Remo, built by Dunya Yachts. It's a 47 meter or 154 foot yacht built by Dunya Yachts in Turkey in 2024. So it's quite new. The yacht is actually for sale, and it's been for sale apparently pretty much since delivery. It's been reduced in price from the original price by $2.5 million, and that follows another reduction in February of $5.5 million. So it's been reduced $8 million since February, which is quite crazy. Now the price, I believe currently is $37 million. I don't know if that's before or after that latest price reduction, but $37 million. The yacht is actually just off camera over there, docked. So anyway, Motor Yacht Sophia in Genoa. This is the former Motor Yacht Faith. This is also sent in by Troy at City Centre Yachts. Like I said, it's the old Faith, renamed Sophia, previously owned by Lawrence Stroll, Aston Martin Formula One boss and car manufacturing boss, and a future James Bond villain. This vessel is 96 meters in length, and it is an absolutely stunning vessel. He sold that yacht and he bought a slightly smaller yacht, which is curious in itself. Usually people who have these types of yachts, they only sell when they want a bigger one. He went the other way. And then we've got this piece of footage here. This was taken obviously from another vessel. You can see the AIS on the vessel. This is Motor Yacht Flying Fox, Motor Yacht Blue, A+, and Opera all in the same place. Absolutely incredible to see all of these vessels in one place. Motor Yacht Blue, 160 meters or 525 feet. Flying Fox, 136 meters, 446 feet. A+, 147 meters. And Motor Yacht Opera, 146 meters or 479 feet. And the value of these yachts, they're all worth around $400 to $500 million, and they're all in the same place. Blue, Flying Fox and A Plus are all owned by the same person, Sheikh Mansour of the UAE, and the other vessel is owned by Abdullah bin Zayed, also of the UAE as well. So, all right, we've got a few still photographs here. These were all sent in by the same person, cracking photos. He just signed them off as Chris. Don't know of the locations of them as well. We've got Motor Yacht Kismet here, the latest one, the 122 meter one, 400 foot one. We've got the new Motor Yacht Faith. This is Lawrence Stroll's replacement. I think it's an absolutely stunning looking vessel. We've got Motor Yacht Luminance, 145 meters. This is a Ukrainian person. We've mentioned him before, Rinat Akhmatov. Then we've got Motor Yacht Metaverse, old Andromeda, 107 meter or 351 feet, clever marine yacht, previously owned by Graham Hart. And then we've got Here Comes the Sun, and this is also owned by Graham Hart. I think he's selling that boat at the moment since he took delivery of his latest vessel. And then finally we've got Motor Yacht Bold, which we've covered a lot on this channel. All right, guys, just got one more thing I want to say. There's been a few mistaken videos posted. You might have noticed a few curiously titled videos that are not yacht related posted to the channel in the last week or so. We've been posting videos for members, and what we've found out is if you schedule a post, when you upload a video to YouTube, you can schedule it to go at a certain time. And even if you set it as a member video and you use the scheduling system, it posts it to everybody. So we've just figured that out. So that's why we had some curious, even one earlier today. We've removed that video. It's not meant to be for the main channel. So that should not happen again. So just apologies for that. Just wanted to let you know what's been happening. But if you're interested, if you like those videos and you want to see more of them, be sure to join us as a member. You can join us on patreon.com/thesysman, or you can join us on YouTube membership. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. Whatever you're doing this weekend, have a great one. If you're on one of these yachts, I hope you're having a great weekend as well. But wherever you are, yeah, have a great one. All right, guys, thanks. Bye-bye.